Hello, Tucker Kelly here from Ms. Farms, and today I'm going to be showing you our summer chicken setup. But first, breed the chickens! I'll start by showing you the inside of their house. These are the nesting boxes where the chickens lay the eggs. We check the eggs morning, afternoon, and evening to make sure they don't eat them and get them before they eat them, because our layers are old and are starting to get in the habit of eating them, which is not good for obvious reasons. We're actually going to be hatching some little layers soon to replace them. And we just put pine shavings in the nest boxes to limit the chances of them getting broken. Then we've got their roost right here where they all perch at night. It's been built on a sawhorse in here. And then we've got their feeder. I think it's a gallon feeder. Keep that full. We feed the chickens free choice. And then over here we've got their waterer. It's only a 5-quart waterer, so we've got another waterer outside that's bigger, but they use that one at night. And that's it for the inside of the chicken house. Now I'll show you the outside. So on the outside of the chicken coop, we've got this solar light, which runs all the way up here. It looks really cool at night and kind of scares predators away, maybe. And then down here, we've got electric running along it. We aren't using it this year because it's in the electric poultry net, but last year, the chicken house was kind of on the edge of the fence and outside of it, part of it was. So this helped keep the predators out. It's not the most predator secure house. If we come over this way, you see we use 2x4 grate, which isn't the most predator proof, and you know, down by the door there's some bigger holes that predators could get in. But since it's surrounded by an electric poultry net, we really don't need to worry about predators as much as you would in a normal setting. Also, right there you can see our rooster. So he also helps protect the flock. So as for the basic design of the chicken house, it's made out of these PVC pipes, which go all the way down, and then it's got a plywood band here for extra predator protection, and that's just what we screw the PVC pipe into, and then a tarp that we stretched up and over, and then down here we wrapped it a couple times up on some boards and then just put screws through it. That's basically how we made it. This door is from another chicken coop, and it helps support the pipes on this end, keeps it from getting too wonky. And we can just shut the door like that. You saw this in my drone video about chasing chickens. Also, these braces in here help keep it from getting too wonky. We just added those this year. This is the other waterer we have for the chickens. It's a 5-gallon bucket with a lid on it. It's hung from a sawhorse, and it fits 5 gallons of water. So they've got plenty of water. And then down here, it's got these like little rabbit water things that when the chickens peck on it, the water comes out, and that's their big water that they can use during the day. So for the chickens' diet, we give them 2 different things. We give them regular old layer pellet from Blue Steel because it's cheaper, which is what we give them in their feeder. And then we also have this. A mixture of oyster shells and oats and some cracked corn. They call it scratch, and it helps them lay more eggs supposedly, and it also makes the eggshells stronger, which is good. It's not as important in the summer when they can eat bugs from the pasture, but in the winter time it's a really good idea to give it to them, and they love it. Headphone users, you might want to cover your ears because it's gonna get loud. Chick chick chickens! Chick chick chickens! Chick chick chickens! Chick chick chickens! And as you can see, they love it. They just go to town eating it. And whatever they don't eat will just grow. So like last year where we had the chickens, we've got a couple oats growing now from the oats from here that they missed. It's kind of funny. There's our beautiful rooster, chicken Fourier. I'm not quite sure what breed he is. We think he's either a New Hampshire red or a Rhode Island red. One of the really cool things with our flock of New Hampshire reds, white leghorns, and Aracanas is you get these beautiful colored eggs, and you've got tricolored egg baskets, which is pretty cool to look at and when you go to sell them. This is the fence we keep our chickens in the summer. It's a 3-foot high electric poultry net. I made a homemade gate for it. And it's about 164 feet long, which gives them plenty of room. The only problem is, since it's so short, little layers can fly over it real easy because they aren't all weighed down with egg yolks. But bigger layers have a harder time flying over it. However, our rose comb, like that troublemaker right there, or Ericanas and white leghorns, we've had them get over it. So we typically will clip their wings right down on one side, right down all the wing feathers off, and that way they can't get out. And that works pretty well for keeping the chickens in. And since it's electric, it's a really good protection predator-wise. And then over here, this is our electric fence charger, and we've got a whole system there to keep it from getting zapped by lightning. And my dad will show you that. This is my dad. We call him Poppy, and he's gonna show us what we do to keep the fence charger from getting burnt by lightning.
Getting burnt by lightning is a big bummer because it costs you about 150 bucks like that. So what we made up is these portable stands, and we could take these wherever we have the pastures from season to season, and we can just pick this up, take it right off the T-stakes and move it from place to place. We have where our power feeds in, and we just brought it to a three-way. This goes to Tucker's goose house, this goes inside the goat house, and then this surge protector goes to our fence charger. So this is just an extra level of protection. So we have one level of protection with the surge protector, comes into the fence charger, and then we have these series of switches. If we have a lightning storm coming, we can come out and disconnect the fence or connect the fence or ground as quickly as that, just to make sure it doesn't get zapped. So this one feeds the fence, this one feeds the ground. Comes from there, it follows the lines down, it comes through this lightning diverter, which is another level of protection. So you have a lightning diverter to the fence, which we connect with these handy dandy alligator clips, which we absolutely love. So you clip on, now the fence is charged. If you need to get in the fence, or if the animals are out or something's going on, it's as simple as that, and the fence is disconnected. So you can disconnect the fence that way to separate it from your system, and then you can do this. So all these different levels really help to keep lightning from ruining your system in a hurry. So the idea being is, if we're not home, this is a pretty good setup. This protects us from lightning coming through the power poles and the line to the house. And this protects us if the lightning strikes the fence field. It keeps us from going back. Best case scenarios, if a lightning storm or a thunderstorm's coming and we are home, we'll just come out and we disconnect the fence manually ourselves, and that way we know that the charger is disconnected from the fence, and we pull this out and we know that the charger is protected from the street, and there's no way that that can get zapped.
Thanks so much for watching. I hope this video was of some help or enjoyment to you. If it was, please like and subscribe. Also, if you're in the greater southern New Hampshire area and want to get some farm products from us, check us out on Facebook at Ms. Farm. Link below. Thanks so much for watching. GoPro, stop recording.